Welcome to Navigating NIH Common Forms and ORCID Requirements. Today, we are going to walk you through how to correctly link your ORCID ID with ERA Commons, My NCBI, and SciENcv. This matters because NIH's new Common Forms rely on these connections, and if they are not set up correctly, or if forms were created before the links, you will experience errors or warnings in ASSIST. We will be covering how to connect your ORCID ID to ERA Commons, how to connect your ORCID ID to My NCBI and SciENcv, and how to recertify NIH Common Forms that were previously created and are producing errors or warnings in the NIH ASSIST validation process. First, we will take you through connecting your ORCID ID to your ERA Commons profile. First, you will want to log into ERA Commons. From the left-hand menu, click Personal Profile. Near the top of the profile page, select Create or Connect your ORCID ID. You'll be redirected to orcid.org. Sign into your ORCID account or create an account if you don't already have one, and then authorize NIH ERA Commons to access your ORCID ID as shown at the bottom of this screenshot. When you return to ERA Commons, you should see your ORCID ID listed in your personal profile. This is your confirmation that the connection worked. SciENcv does not connect directly to ORCID, so you must go through My NCBI in the following steps, or you run the risk of your SciENcv biosketch casting an error or warning in the NIH validation process stating that the ORCID account is not connected. You will first go to your My NCB account. I recommend logging in using your NIH or ERA Commons credentials to avoid creating duplicate accounts. You will click your name in the top right corner and select Account Settings. Under Linked Accounts, click Connect to ORCID. You will see my ORCID is already attached to my account. But if it were not, this is the spot where the link will be provided to connect to ORCID. You'll be redirected to ORCID again, where you will need to sign in and authorize My NCBI, as you did the ERA Commons. Once complete, you should see that your ORCID ID is listed as connected in My NCBI. If you do not see it there, the link did not stick. There have been issues with the link taking effect. You may have to do it a couple of times. So make sure that your ORCID ID is connected under linked accounts to avoid issues with your SciENcv forms. Remember, SciENcv does not connect directly to ORCID, so you must go through these steps with My NCBI. Now to confirm that your SciENcv is connected through My NCBI, first from My NCBI, launch SciENcv, and if this is your first time, SciENcv will prompt you to associate your My NCBI account. You need to accept that. SciENcv pulls ORCID automatically from My NCBI. There is no separate ORCID connection inside My SciENcv. If connected, you will see that your ORCID ID is populated under My Profile, as you see here next to the red arrow. Now it is time to create your new NIH Common Forms, so you'll click on New Document. Give your document the identifying name, and then you're going to select either the NIH Biographical Sketch Common Form or the NIH Current and Pending Other Support Common Form, depending on which form you are needing. When you pull up your profile in the form, confirm that your ORCID ID is connected and hit Save. To clear ORCID-related errors or warnings in ASSIST for documents created before the ORCID link was finalized, you must follow the recertification steps as we take you through what follows. First, open your existing Common Forms document in SciENcv. You're going to click Edit, and then it will give you the option to click on Download PDF. You will then be able to click Certify, and this is going to recertify the existing Common Form with your linked ORCID. Again, this is required to clear ORCID-related errors and warnings in ASSIST for documents that were created before the ORCID link was finalized. If all steps were followed in my NCBI and SciENcv, your ORCID ID will appear in the heading of your NIH Common Form, as seen here by the red arrow. Be sure to visit the CGI Hub Research Toolbox for additional research development resources and reach out to the CGI Hub for further assistance in your proposal development needs.